Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Portia Rawls and I'm a licensed clinical psychologist, and welcome to Fantastic Friday. I hope all of you guys had a wonderful day, whether it was at work or hanging out or taking some time off or having some downtime. I hope it truly was a fantastic Friday. And I just ask for those of you who may be joining me, just tell your friends, your followers to come join us and listen to just a couple of minutes of what I'm going to share today on this video blog as far as disappointment. As I told you guys on Wednesday for the month of August, we were focusing on disappointment, and we talked a little bit on Wednesday. I began to just lay some things out. What exactly is disappointment? So today I wanted to follow up on that because a couple of things, even as I was talking to you guys and I had been thinking about what I was going to say, a couple of things resonated with me, and I just wanted to give a little bit more detail. And before we move forward with the days, I just want to recap a little bit about what we talked about on Monday. First of all, we defined what disappointment was, and it is a non-fulfillment of expectations and hope. And one other thing I wanted to point out, and look at that expectation, there's two parts to expectation. When we are anticipating something happen, which is an expectation, we're expecting it, we are anticipating it to happen at a certain time and in a certain way. So when you look at disappointment and when you define disappointment, one of the things we have to remember is that disappointment is the reaction to that expectation not happening, to that thing or to people not acting in the way we anticipated them to, and that event happening in the way we anticipated it to be, and at the time we thought that it was going to happen. So that's a very simple definition of disappointment. But one of the things I brought up on Wednesday was talking about how our thoughts, when we allow our thoughts to be weaponized, that really leads to us having a reaction of disappointment and discouragement to whatever that expectation that was not met. So today I just want to take a brief moment to just kind of begin to delve into how do we stop ourselves from weaponizing our thoughts. And when I say weaponizing, literally your thoughts become a weapon against you. And unfortunately, a lot of times we don't even realize that we're weaponizing our thoughts. We just think, I can't get my mind off of this thing. I had this expectation. I was hoping this was going to work out this way and this time, and it didn't happen. And now you're just thinking about, okay, why didn't that happen? What could I have done different? How was it? Was it my fault? But I'm to blame, why don't things always go right with me? Why are things always happening? If it ain't one thing, it's another. That's a common phrase that many of us say, and when things look like they're going good, there's always something. And that is when you get into that rut and you begin to repeat those thoughts to yourself over and over and over again, those thoughts become weapons, and you're literally weaponizing your thoughts. And if you ever take time to notice how you feel as you begin to think in that manner and get in that rut, usually your emotions, you begin to feel more sadder, you begin to feel more discouraged, you begin to feel more despondent. And before you know it, you have lost your energy, your wherewithal, your motivation, and everything else to try to move past that feeling of disappointment. Now, I would be the first one to tell you that, hey, disappointment, that feeling of disappointment is going to hit you. If you were anticipating something to happen at a certain time in a certain way, until you can get to the point that you can catch yourself, that feeling of disappointment is more than likely is going to hit you. And it may hit you hard. But the question is then, what do I do to quickly move out of that space, not to stay in that space? And one of the things you need to do is not allow your thoughts to become a weapon against you. As soon as you hear yourself saying to yourself, oh, something always happens, something always goes wrong, stop yourself and say, wait a minute. Yeah, we have to talk to ourselves a lot of times and make ourselves move past some things. Stop yourself and say, hey, okay, yes, this didn't work out the way I planned and wanted it to, but there's been many other times in my life that things have gone exactly the way I desired. And you need to rehearse those success. Rehearse those times where your expectations and your hopes were met. Rehearse those times in which you had victories. Also, if you're a person of faith, what does this mean with my relationship with my higher being, power, or God, or whoever your person, whoever you worship, or whatever name you refer to it? What does it mean for me What is this situation? What is this saying about my relationship with my God, my higher power? Begin to have those conversations. Begin to pull on your trust. Begin to pull on your faith. Begin to pull on, if regardless of what your holy scripture is, begin to pull on verses that encourage you and comfort you and help to inspire you that, hey, yes, things will work out. Even though things may be going negative now, they will. There are instances, and I know there's times that have been in my life that they will continue to be positive. So for the day and for the rest of this weekend, I just want you to really focus on and begin to practice not weaponizing your thoughts. This will not only help you with disappointment, but even what we talked about last month about cultivating the language of hope, it will be a powerful tool and exercise you can use to help you to accomplish that goal. And even just having a more optimistic, positive outlook on life regardless of what's going on around you. So again, I'm Dr. Portia Rawls. I'm a licensed clinical psychologist. As always, this is not therapy. This is just information and entertainment that hopefully will help you to move forward in life. Secondly, if you'd like to learn more, like to read my profile, check me out on my website, drportiarawls.com. You can also check me out there. You have Facebook. I'm on Twitter. You can check me out there as well. We have the links on the website. So I would just like to say God bless. I hope you guys have a wonderful, hope-filled, joyful, happy, refreshing, rejuvenating weekend. And until Monday, take care.